This is a federal agency presentation on the Appalachian Regional Commission, or ARC. So what exactly is ARC? The Appalachian Regional Commission is an economic development agency that operates in the region of Appalachia and marks a cooperation of federal, state, and local government. It was established by the Appalachian Regional Development Act of 1965, and it is composed of the governors of the 13 Appalachian states and a federal co-chair who is directly appointed by the president. Local participation is then established through multi-county local development districts. Just to give some context as to what I'm referring to when I talk about the Appalachian region, this map on the left shows the 13 states that contain the region. These states are Alabama, Georgia, Kentucky, Maryland, Mississippi, New York, North Carolina, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Virginia, and West Virginia. And this map on the right shows the 420 counties that are covered by Appalachia. The leaders of this commission are a federal co-chair and a state's co-chair. The 12th and current federal co-chair of the Appalachian Regional Commission is Tim Thomas, who was nominated by President Donald Trump and sworn in 2018. The state's co-chair for the year 2020 is the current governor of Ohio, Mike DeWine. The overall mission of this agency is to innovate, partner, and invest to build community capacity and strengthen economic growth in Appalachia. So this agency is completely dedicated to finding ways to aid the community of Appalachia and enable this region to maximize its potential and become a contributing member in the overall push for economic development in the United States. The idea for this mission came out of the findings regarding the Appalachian region and is presented in the United States Code, Title 40, Subtitle 4, Appalachian Regional Development, Section 14101, in the 1965 findings, and the exact wording is here for you to read, if you choose. This section recognized that the Appalachian region had relied on outdated methods and industries for too long, which allowed it to fall behind other areas of the United States in respect to economic growth. So this agency and its mission were created to correct that mistake. In order to advance the mission that the Appalachian Regional Commission set forth, this agency concentrates on investing in 5 specific goals, which are economic opportunities, a ready workforce, critical infrastructure, natural and cultural assets, and leadership and community capacity. The first goal, economic opportunities, is where this agency focuses on investing in businesses and programs that demonstrate the potential to grow and provide an economic boost for Appalachia. For the fiscal year of 2019, the ARC invested $33.7 million into this goal. One important business that benefited from this goal was the Appalachian Investors Alliance, which is an institution that seeks to solve problems involving a lack of capital in the ARC region. The second goal, a ready workforce, concentrates on enabling the residents of Appalachia to contribute more effectively in the region. For the fiscal year 2019, the ARC invested $42.3 million into this goal. One educational program that specifically stemmed from this investment was the ARC Oak Ridge National Laboratory 2019 Summer Math, Science, Technology Institute, and Science Academy. This was a set of 2-week programs for students and teachers to interact with and learn about these educational areas. The third goal, critical infrastructure, is an area of investing into the main components of basic civilization that are key to enhancing the speed at which this region can reasonably operate. For the fiscal year 2019, the ARC invested $81.8 million into this goal. The Appalachian Development Highway System, ADHS, is a 3,090-mile system of modern highways that connects the entirety of the Appalachian region, and it is now 90.8% complete thanks to the investments into the critical infrastructure goal. The fourth goal, natural and cultural assets, is a specific goal that intends to protect and display the natural and cultural assets within this region to generate economic growth. For the fiscal year 2019, the ARC invested $4.6 million into this goal. The Geotourism Map Guide to Appalachia is a program that benefits from this goal and helps stimulate economic development in this region by showcasing its natural, cultural, and heritage assets, such as parks and historical sites. The fifth and final goal, leadership and community capacity, focuses on raising up and training capable leaders to watch over the future of the Appalachian region. For the fiscal year 2019, the ARC invested $14.4 million into this goal. One notable program created by this investment was the Appalachian Leadership Institute Fellows, which educates leaders through a range of professionals in the region who share information about areas such as public policy, community development, education, and investment. Overall, this agency has a massive positive impact on the Appalachian region. It funds several hundred investments in business development, education and job training, telecommunications, infrastructure, community development, housing, and transportation. It also generates thousands of new jobs every year, improves local water and sewer systems, increases school readiness for students, expands access to healthcare for all citizens, assists local communities with strategic planning, and provides technical and managerial assistance to emerging businesses to enable new entrepreneurship. To provide some information regarding the statistics and exact work of the ARC, these are the figures for this agency's work in 2019 alone. ARC supported 482 projects with a total investment of $176.8 million. Those investments were then matched by $248.6 million and attracted an additional $542.6 million in private investments in the Appalachian region. ARC then created or retained more than 17,300 jobs and trained and educated over 51,000 workers and students, which in turn led to the benefit of over 25 million residents within Appalachia. So why is the ARC important? It directly impacts the Appalachian region of the United States and works to improve the productivity of all areas within it in order to contribute to the overall economy of the country. This means that the ARC is important to people living within this area because it modernizes their efforts and improves the overall quality of life for them. On top of this, it's also important to everyone because it raises the productivity of this region to match that of other areas in the United States so that it can effectively contribute to the growth and development of the economy as a whole. This agency also works to not only protect the natural and cultural assets within the region, but to share them with the world. This is important because it glorifies God's creation and allows others to be a part of what makes the Appalachian region special. Finally, the entire ARC is an example of how the government can work on many levels to enhance the lives of its citizens and equip them with the necessary programs and funding for success. I know it's true that our government is not always a shimmering light of justice and right, but it is refreshing to see federal agencies like this one that are dedicated to improving lives and helping raise a region of the country to a more successful level while still caring for the government. And this involves the cooperation of all levels of the government, including federal, state, and local. This is important because it demonstrates the kind of initiative and thinking that can be applied to so many areas of life in order to make them better and in turn glorify God by helping our fellow man. These are the sources I used for this presentation, and I encourage you to check them out and learn more about this agency for yourself. Thank you.